All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is from the podcast called Bartender Talk. They invited me for an interview. So if you guys want to check out the whole podcast, click on the description down below where it says Bartender Talk and check it out right there. All right, let's begin.
Like a bow.
Is that really a problem though, as a grown-up sleeping with somebody early in the relationship to find out, if you're compatible on that level?
It's a problem if you don't.
Problem if you don't.
Because if you don't do it, what happens is that a lot of women use testing a guy to see whether or not they like him and then giving them the pum pum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, no. What happens is that a guy will not know if he likes you unless he bangs you. Because because now when he's talking to you,
first.
yeah, his dick is talking to you.
Yes.
His dick is texting you. Dicks are have incredible manners. They're the best actors. They're very polite.
Yes.
So polite.
Oh yeah, they respond fast too. They're flattering. They're the perfect gentleman. But as soon as you bang the girl, your dick runs away, and you're like, "What the fuck? What? I'm with her. I don't like her."
Oh, wow.
But
I don't like
and then now what happens with the woman? The woman is stuck with a guy that don't like him, but now she loves him because she was like, he's the one.
Yeah.
Because he dicked her down good.
Yeah, but the problem is that now he realized he doesn't like her, but she likes him. Now she's stuck.
And that's where the problem lies.
And it sounds so. I bet guys in the background are like, yeah, tell him, the Lexus. yeah. But it's like I know it sounds so obvious for a guy to say that, but just look at the logic. It's kind of like you don't want to fall in love with somebody who will not be there for you. So it's kind of like better off have sex. I'll go with the second date. Third date. Okay,
Second,
whatever.
third date. Yeah,
Second, third date. If it's Tinder first date, if he knows your friend, go with the second date
If he
because
knows your friend.
yeah, because you gotta people talk. At least be polite. And then you could do it. But it's kind of like before that, like it's just I don't know, man. It's a strategy that makes it's a logical strategy. I get it, but it doesn't benefit the woman. It doesn't benefit them. It gives her more power if she has sex with the guy on the. People don't believe me. On the first date or second date. First of all, if the guy gets turned off
it gives the woman more power if she sleeps with the man on the first or second date.
Well,
Yes.
this is why. If a
Okay,
guy
tell
gets
me all
turned
about
off,
it.
Yes.
if he gets turned off because you had sex with him on the first date, that's a red flag already.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's a red flag. He's a hypocrite because it's kind of like you banged me too,
Yes.
Also, you're able to then see the person for who he really is. If he doesn't text you or doesn't call you back, it didn't mean he got turned off because he had sex with you. Because it's very easy to correlate those two. It's like, oh, okay, I had sex with him, and then after I did that, he got turned off. It was because of that. No, it was most likely because he realized he didn't like you.
Yes.
And now you're not in love with him.
Right, and he probably would have done that down the line anyway. You're just learning it now.
Speeding up the
Ladies.
process.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
heard?
Speeding up the process.
Have sex on the first date.
It's a win-win.
One or two. I mean,
Win.
Yes. It's a nice way. But in general, when it comes, for example, with men, the number one dating advice I always give men is be good at something. Be the best at something. Be the best in your class, then be the best in your school, then
Right.
be your best in your block, city, and state, country. And it's possible. Every single person has access to a higher form of intelligence, which comes through mastery. People are designed to value people that are good at something.
Right.
So it could be that back in the days, maybe it was hunting. Back in the days, maybe it was getting berries. Maybe it was being able to identify the poisonous fruits from the good ones. Maybe it was being able to navigate the sea or go to a certain island to migrate. The point is that value in today's society is all about skill set. The problem that most people have is that a lot of people are not lucky born with value. They're not lucky born with natural charisma, and they're not lucky born with good looks. That's what people are born with that actually makes them attractive.
Right.
Outside of that, if you're not born with charisma or good looks, now you got to work on being good at something. So it could be that maybe you're at a McDonald's, excuse me, and you're a fry person. Maybe become the manager. Then you could get some McDonald's pum pum, right? Or maybe you're in art school Become the best artist in your school.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna fuck you.
Yeah,
Somebody's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
want to bang you. Or
That's
maybe
actually so true because when you meet someone, even when they're not that attractive, when they're really good at something and you watch them do it, whether
Yeah.
it's creative, whether it's like a DJ or a dancer or for like whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
when you see them at their craft, like at their best, you're like, damn, that just became a lot more attractive.
Right,
you
right.
know?
being good at something has an aura of charisma.
It really does.
So if you're
it
not
will
charismatic,
attract you.
it just does.
It just attracts you. Yeah, it really does.
If you're not good at something and you don't have charisma, if you don't have charisma, the next best kind of charisma is the charisma that comes by being good at something. You could put a rock star
I agree.
at a stage and he'll be charismatic. Put him in a bar alone, he's not charismatic anymore.
It's just nothing. Like
Yeah.
you'll see him sitting at the bar, you probably walk right by. Like there's
Yeah,
tons
yeah.
of people that I don't find attractive at all until I see them doing their thing, and then I'm like, wow, that's attractive.
Kinda
You know,
sexy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when they're good at something, their mannerisms change. Everything about them
Absolutely.
changes.
Now, do women need to have that same level of charisma? Or how do women go about attracting and
No.
just...
Men are a little more simple, Brick. They don't care. They're like it's.
Yeah, women, y'all don't
They're-
need charisma, you heard?
We don't need much.
No, I mean, this is the reason why. It's not because they can't, but simply because that's not what women valued when we were hunter gatherers. Women are still the human animals, still designed to be hunter gatherers. That's why we feel so much friction
Yeah.
being here. We feel it's a lack of sense of purpose. We feel depressed, sad, lonely because we're not in the environment that we were designed to be. You know, it's like a whale. It's like a whale. It's like a whale in a pool. Their fins are gonna fall down. We are right now. We metaphorically have our fins down. People who don't have a sense of purpose. So women back then, when you looked at a man, you didn't look for the funniest motherfucker. Funny it doesn't get a woman to like you. I'm just like, it just makes you look like a clown if you're not funny.
Funny's not attractive.
It's not attractive. It's funny when you have masculinity behind that funniness. When you're unintentionally funny, that's
I
the kind
agree.
of
Totally.
That's the kind of funny that's
If
like.
they're just like making you laugh all day, you're like, oh, this is a joke. Like you're not gonna find passion in bed with that person that's not making you laugh. Like that's making you laugh all day, but they're just a jokester.
But you know what?
I'm
It's
like,
the real humor is in your value. When a woman likes you, you're funny to her.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like
You're right.
I'll see a girl at class listening to a guy talking, just laughing. I'm like, he's not that funny, but she's funny to him
Yeah,
because she's
laughing
reacting
all
to his
day.
value.
Yeah, that's
You know. But back then, women were designed to look for the guys who were most competent, who looked like that they could provide for the family, who could hunt, who had the wisdom to maybe find certain things. So they're still that same animal. They're still that same animal. And a lot of people think that women are just different right now, that you gotta look a certain way. No, I can promise you, you can look like a bum, but if you're the best artist in your state and you're known as the best artist, Picasso was getting 20-year-old pum pum as an 80-year-old.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had them fighting for him and stuff like that. So for men, just get good at something, man. Become leaders.
Good advice.
For women, though, is having emotional stability. Nobody wants a psycho girlfriend. Well, depends what you want from her.
So I hear you talk a lot about like, oh, women need to control their emotions. They need to be. So is it that we need to be less emotional, or we just need to control our emotions? Do we know when to, like, we need to know when to show the emotion and when not to, or like, what is it? Break it down for us.
First of all, it's not that you got to control women. When I say you got to control your emotions,
No, I mean women need to control their emotions is what I'm saying.
Well, but it's because some people might listen to that and misconstrue it.
Oh,
The
okay,
reason
gotcha.
why I say control your emotions is because it changes what you see in a guy. It colors the way you see a guy. If you're too emotional, you may not see the guy for who he really is. Other people might see the narcissistic personality in him, and you might see it as a beautiful thing. So it's kind of like controlling your emotions, not really about me controlling you, but you being able to see what they are, because
So take the blinders off, basically.
Exactly.
Just like see him for who he really is.
Exactly.
But
Not for like the emotional attachment, like, oh, but I'm so in love with him. Nah, take a look, girl.
But
Take a
how
look.
do women do that? Like, how do they
Take a
control
look.
their emotions?
well, it's
I can.
You can?
Yes, I can.
Well, it depends. Like some, you know, like the
I used to be a little crazy.
crazy girls control their emotions best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people people also, not you, but some people who lack empathy, narcissistic people are able to control their emotions very well, actually. They don't even blink at the sight of a gun being pointed at them. Like narcissistic people, they have this like coldness. They have ice cold in their veins. Like they're just like that. But most people will not be able to control their emotions. It comes through a rational process.
Yeah.
Like to control your emotions, you got to use your other side of the human or your newer addition, which is your frontal cortex, which is your rationality.
Yes.
And like I said, the rationality comes to you telling yourself, this is not the last person I'm gonna be with. I'm gonna feel better over time. You got to keep telling yourself that. Or watching and reading books that tell you that, so that it could get through those emotions. You got to keep repeating that and pounding that and beat it into submission until you really believe it.
I take it back now. I don't have good control over my emotions. I hide them well. Like I'm good at like, you know, I keep the crazy under like control.
Well, it's smart. It's socially intelligent. You know, socially intelligent people control their emotions very well.
Yes,
you know.
So if you're a guy that's just like me, who considers himself a nice guy, and you in your whole life you've been getting played by women, this is the course for you. Remember, I was a Bible teacher for most of my life as a teenager. So I was the quintessential nice guy. So this course that I created is specifically made to bring out your assertive nature, because when you're a nice guy, your assertiveness is suppressed. So by watching this course, you're pretty much going to learn not to get played. Now, mind you, you're not going to turn into a white guy into a black guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen because you see a white guy and then you see a big old black guy named Tyrone. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is that you're going to learn how to assert yourself in a respectful and healthy way. You're going to learn how to express yourself. You're going to learn how to demand respect from men and women. And what's going to happen at the end of this course is that men will respect you and women will bang you for the most part. Okay, so you're gonna, and the beauty about this is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. 30 days. So if you don't like it, just message me and I'll give you your 30, and I'll give you all of your money back, and you can keep the course. So what you're gonna learn about the source of human aggression, strategies on self-assertion, how to identify different types of disrespects, right? How to deter aggression, signs of weakness that you might be sending out that's causing people to disrespect you, right? You're gonna learn how to attack some people and who not to attack. It's pretty much gonna make you more socially intelligent. It's a course for anybody who struggles with assertion, and specifically with people who've been jaded by being played by people, okay? So if you wanna purchase this course, go to the description down below and where it says purchase nice guy and do it now. 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked, and you keep the course, god damn it, okay? Because I am that nice of a guy, ironically, okay? So I'll see you guys inside, and I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I put a lot of my heart in it, and I'll see you guys inside. Purchase it now. Take care. Stay toxic.